Okay, so this is the right one, but all the wrong stuff. That's fine. Hi everyone. I think we're live. Can you all hear me? Somehow we've got the. Cool. Can everyone hear me now? Yeah, we're in. Cool. Okay.
Let's try this again.
Yep. Welcome everyone. There we go. Nothing like a bit of anticipation to start.
Now we have 18 minutes to build this website.
Hi everyone. Sorry about that. That was. I'm going to sack the person that set this site up. That would be me. Right. I'm going to just turn off. This is the. I've got to hide some stuff. This is actually the session that we ran last week, so some of the screens aren't going to look right. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the third WordPress speed build, where contestants, players have 30 minutes to build a website of my choice. They haven't seen it. All I've done is install the images for them. That's it. And today we've got two superstars of the WordPress world. And to celebrate that, we've all dressed identically. So today we've got Nick Diego and Brian Gardner. Let's start off with some introductions. Nick, who are you? What do you do?
Thanks for having me, Jamie. My name is Nick Diego, and I'm a full-time sponsor contributor with Automatic. And I spend most of my time on core documentation and also on the meta teams. I've been working in WordPress for quite some time. Previously, I was a plugin developer, which some of you might have been using. But yeah, happy to be here today and happy to be competing against Brian.
Thank you so much, Brian. Give us your intro.
Brian Gardner, founder of Studio Press, co-creator of the Genesis framework. I am a WordPress advocate with WP Engine, and I live in Chicago. I've been building websites since 2006 with WordPress, and looking forward to this.
Cool. Here we go. So the agenda today, we're going to show you the site in just a few seconds, possibly. And then you're going to get 30 minutes to build it. Please fire as many questions as you like, everyone, as they're building. And I'm going to aggravate them by asking them those questions. And just talk us quickly through your tech stack, what you're going to be using today.
Oh, I can go first. I'm just going to be using Gutenberg 2024. And that's about it. We'll see what the site is. And then I might need some few additional things, but.
And Brian?
Hang on, Nick, did you say you're using Gutenberg?
Yeah.
Goes to install Gutenberg. I am going to be using my Powder WordPress theme. I thought about using Nick's Nautilus theme, but then I figured that wouldn't be fun.
That's real old.
But then I realized that hasn't been touched in like 2.5 years, so that would be not good. So I don't even know if I'm going to be using Gutenberg. We'll see what the website looks like before I make that call.
Cool. All right, you ready to see the site?
We are. I am.
Now, I did think about cutting this down because we had some comments on the first session that I gave contestants too much to do. I had a go at this site yesterday and I managed to crack most of it in the time. So I left most of it in. But we'll see how you go. Here's the site. So I'm gonna share my screen.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go.
What is it? I can't see.
Can you see that, Nick?
It's very small for me.
Yeah. What's the URL?
The URL is pixelgoat.io.
Love the name. All right, I see it.
There we go.
Oh, shoot. Oh, we're going. Oh, goodness.
Are we building or are we talking about it?
Yeah, I'm going to talk you through it.
So okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought we were talking about this.
No.
So I'm too excited here.
This is the site. So I think it's kind of nice. I've uploaded all the graphics and I've uploaded 2024. I've actually installed the Gutenberg plugin for you and the Powder theme is installed as well. So I'm just going to talk you through the site and the things I'm really looking for. So if I scroll, I'm going to have to scroll up here. So if I scroll up, we have a sticky nav. This is a one-pager site as well, I should say. Okay. These smooth scroll down to the sections, like so. These are quite interesting. These sections here. These like card layouts. And then down here we've got this. I'm assuming you're seeing this at the same time that I'm seeing this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. And then we've got this section here. So it's pretty straightforward stuff. We've got membership plans. This is the bit I was going to remove.
We got it.
But I think we'll get there. And then we've got these as well. So it's a nice one pager. Smooth scrolling one pager. Extra points for smooth scroll.
So Jamie, I don't know if people can see it. Just for the goats, this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's pixelgoat.io. I'll stop sharing that. In fact, I'll reshare that just so. So before we start, just talk us through what your approach is likely to be on this one, Nick.
The site looks pretty straightforward. I'm kind of visualizing it all in terms of like groups and stacks and rows and all that kind of stuff. So I'm cautiously optimistic that this should all be able to be built with core blocks.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this looks good.
Brian.
I'm just trying to think. Excuse me. How many of these sections do I have a pattern pre-built for?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm already, or if I don't, I'm like, how many ideas I now have to build for patterns? Yeah, I mean, similar to Nick, it looks relatively straightforward. I mean, I think the minutia is going to be the tedious part, which is like just the whole fonts and colors and, all that stuff. And, it'll be interesting to see how quickly we can get it done.
Cool. I've just got to do one thing my end so we can see what we're doing. Which I can't do. Is that the right one? Yeah, that's the right one.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Right, you ready, guys?
As we'll ever be.
Right, here we go. 3, 2. And once the clock starts, the clock can't stop, technically.
Yep.
So we're off and running. Here we go. Good luck.
All right.
Right, let me adjust my screen so everyone can see what we're up to. And I'm going to flip back these. And for everyone watching this, Brian's screen is the one with the black borders. So that's Brian at the moment, I think. Hold on, we need to show the next screen. No, this is Brian's screen. Yeah, so this is Brian up live right now. Straight into the header. Let's see what we've got going on here.
Okay, so add a row.
We are looking for some contestants for WordCamp Europe, which is going live on day 2, I think it is, in WordCamp Europe. So if you want to appear on that one. Right, let's flick over to Nick, see how he's getting on. Nick, what's your plan here? You're gonna build this all in one template, or are you gonna separate it out into like a template and then a page?
There we go.
I think for the sake of speed, I'm going to build this all out in one template.
Yeah.
But I think that, you may, if I had more time, I'd probably break things out a little bit more.
Yeah.
But that's the plan for right now.
Yeah.
And what I'm doing now is just overwriting some of the palette in 2024. So I have my colors there. I saw some folks in previous ones created custom colors, which is definitely a viable approach. Mm-hmm. But overwriting some of the defaults allow you to kind of inherit some of the goodness that's already in 2024.
Yeah, for those watching, they've renamed their site titles as their names, and you can see, guys, if you can leave your names as your site title for as long as possible, that'd be really helpful. So. Sorry, Brian. I know you've removed yours, but it'd be helpful for people watching because there's no way technically I can put labels on your screens, I don't think, at the moment. So if you can leave your site titles as your names, it just helps everyone watching who's actually doing what. So if there's any way you could add yours back, Brian, that'd be fantastic.
What? I have it here. It'll be up in my tab.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, perfect. Is it? So at the moment, we're looking at Brian's screen, everyone. And you're both working on your header. We've got somebody from Patagonia, Juan Federico Reynoso. I've not said your name right. Sorry about that. If anyone has any questions about what they're doing, let us know. Brian is locked in. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Comment from Brian Cords. We should mix it up halfway through and have a client join the stream, asking them to make it pop more. I think that's a great idea. I am thinking that we might do like a tag team event at some point where we have 3 people on each team and they get 10 minutes per site.
Padding 24.
I think that'd be loads of fun.
How wide is this?
Well,
1280.
I get to use the new cool shadow.
My job, Kevin. I'm here to interfere. What was that, Nick?
I get to use the new cool shadow option for things.
So everyone, we're looking at Nick's screen right now. He's going shadows.
There is a shadow on that button, right?
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Jamie, you picked a site that had Sophia Pro. That's a Adobe font. You can't really.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not expecting.
Oh man,
I'm not expecting you to go and buy the font and upload it.
It's okay. I gotta start getting it ready. Okay.
So Derek Hansen is saying, is Shadow coming to the group block soon? Does anyone know that?
Yeah. So if you use Gutenberg, it's in there.
Okay. To the group block.
Yep. Oh, group block. Oh, good question.
I think I saw a ticket about it, but I'm not sure.
Oh, I don't think it's on the group block quite yet. But
Joseph is saying, Jamie, will you create a multi-site challenge in one of your episodes? What? Explain. What do you mean? I know what multi-site is, but what would they do? Kevin Geary says, interesting to start on the small details like font and buttons. Yeah, I think when the pressure's on, it's interesting what happens. It happens quickly. Mickey Thompson says, hello from Nashville, Tennessee. This is a great challenge between 2 greats. Love Nashville.
I appreciate that sentiment. Not sure how great we're going to be at the end of this.
I got an email from Bluebird Cafe today, Mickey, saying they're repairing their roof, if you know it.
Okie.
Right. You've had 5 minutes. Where are you in terms of sticky navs? Have you both got sticky navs working?
Oh, yeah. Sticky nav.
And have you done that? You grouped it?
Group around the header.
So on screen now is Brian Gardner, everyone. And he's going into templates. What's your plan with it? What you're doing now, Brian? Talk us through it.
I'm after the fact. I'm turning this header into a group so that I can catch up with Nick. And oh my gosh, the screen's so big. Turn this into a sticky.
Yeah.
Although I did something wrong. Now I gotta add.
Jonathan says, "Why don't you work in another page builder? Why Gutenberg?" Well, we've got.
That's our job. That's our job.
I think, but we do have coming up other builders. I've had about 35 people apply, and actually only a few have not gone with the block editor, which is interesting. But yeah, I want to see other.
16 semi-bold.
And I'm talking to some folks about doing some really interesting stuff as well, which I'll come back with. 23 minutes to go. WP Engine Builders say, Jamie Marsden, love what you're doing here. So good to expose what's possible with WordPress. Yeah, absolutely. This is funny. WP Engine Builders say, making Nick answer WP core questions on live stream while building. He's got to juggle it as well.
Why doesn't this work the way I want it to?
Well, that's how you got to take support calls while you're building the site.
That's right. All right, let's add another color.
Brian Cord's coming with, if I could use WP Bakery, but James said no. That's not true. That's a falsehood. I'd love to see Brian using that. Let's set that up.
816.
Derek Hansen's coming with, still waiting to see the pattern library in action. Have we not used that yet, Brian?
Not me. I'm still working on 816.
Oh, he's becoming really precise. This is good.
Yeah, that's the
This is great
downfall.
to see. So Nick's on the hero, I think. No, that's Brian's on the hero. Hold on, let's get this right. Oh, you've both got rid of your site title now.
Mine's still there.
Is it?
Oh, I did. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I can add it back if that's.
Yeah,
helpful.
if you could, that'd be really helpful for everyone, I think, and me. Tamil Ravi says, should we let them build in silence without distracting with comments and questions?
No.
Absolutely not. No, that's part of the joy of this, that we throw challenges at them as they go along. It'll be a very quiet half an hour. Yeah, thanks, Kevin. Brian's name is in the title tag of his site.
All right. While we're here, I'm going to do a shameful promotion for.
What are you doing?
I'm going to use a plugin.
Whoa, what are you going for?
This is an educational plugin. This is not. Is that right? Nope.
Actually, I did have a question about block visibility that came up today, Nick, so maybe not now, but I'll ask you later.
All right.
We need some suspenseful music. Yeah, good point. Let's have some music.
Little T Swift.
What was that for Taylor Swift?
Not what you meant. Right, we've got
gradients.
20 minutes left. You got so much time. You're doing great. What did you actually go off and install there, Nick? I didn't see.
I haven't installed it yet. It's. I'm a little worried because it'll work. It'll work.
Okay.
So this is a plugin that shows you how to extend. Oops, I did not save this. That would have been real bad. Shows you how to extend the button block. So what I'm trying to accomplish here is the this. Oh, it doesn't work. I forgot it. I'm trying to accomplish the little icon that's in the button.
Wow. Okay.
And we're not going to get all the way there, but it will show people what is somewhat possible.
I mean, there are extra marks for attention to detail. So.
Okay, so I have this little plugin, and I don't have the right icon. That's the problem. But I have icons, so we're going to give it a WordPress icon.
Okay.
Instead of the
I didn't say. Is this your plugin or is this someone else's?
Yeah, it's on GitHub. It's a little demonstration plugin. All right, so we don't have the right icon, but we have a icon.
Cool. Okay, we've got sticky nav working. It's looking good. All right, let's switch to Brian. How you feeling, Brian? Going well? Looking good?
I'm extremely nervous. I'm in total task mode. It's so easy to do, and 10 or 20 or however many people aren't watching. Okay, hang on.
We got 99 people watching live now. This is growing.
Okay, I got to.
If you're enjoying this, if you could hit the like button while you're watching, that would be fantastic because it helps spread the word about what these guys are up to.
Smash that like button.
Not easy, and they're doing amazing.
Okay, here we go. All right, now we got to go.
Derek says, I like Brian's approach of building in a page instead of a template.
It's definitely a valid approach.
It's a valid approach. I think that's right, but it's a one-pager. So, in a way.
I thought of doing it, but,
Yeah.
I just do it my way.
You're doing the purest way. I appreciate that.
What am I missing? This one?
Yeah, that's a good idea. What about blue and orange being used for browser themes to identify which person? Yeah, that's a good question. We'll do that. Good idea. We'll do that next time.
All right, what color is this?
But we are, for those that are watching, 17 minutes to go. They're both making good progress now.
Oh, this doesn't even have a color. The heck color is this?
So Nick, what are you playing with now, Nick?
I put something in the wrong spot. That's what I'm playing with. I'm trying to get the. There we go. Wide. I put the background color on the wrong group block, and then I got myself confused. So we're good.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So we're going to have a slight pause at 15 minutes to go just to check progress and levels of confidence. But you're both doing great stuff. Question coming in about what theme are you using? So Nick Diego is using 2024 and Brian Gardner is using his own powder theme. Both available on the wordpress.org directory.
True story.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
Fabian had a trick for this, and I'm mad at myself for not remembering.
For which bit?
Making them all the same.
Line height 1.4.
Okay, 103 people watching live now.
No pressure, Nick.
Word is spreading. Any other questions, guys? Fire them in. And if you can hit the like button watching, that'd be fantastic. Thanks, Mark.
All right, what do we got? C plans.
Okay, so Derek Hansen's come in with some advice. Fixed width for the image size, Nick. Does that help?
Ooh, watch it.
Fixed with? Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. Yeah.
And contain the image.
Oh, yeah. I'm an idiot. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go. Thank you, Derek. Kevin's coming with the copy paste styles monster is tripping up, Nick.
And then, all right, we're just going to do it this way. Move on.
Yeah, you're allowed hints. It's a bit like Hunger Games. You can sponsor a player and give them advice, and I'll pass it on. Hey, that's not a bad idea. I quite like that.
Okay.
All right, we're going to go.
Group, zero out the group. That is a 0. What the heck?
Okay, we're now watching Brian Gardner.
Yeah, no pressure. Okay.
Live to many people. 109 people now watching Brian. Your every mouse click, your every mouse move.
Actually, here I go. I'm going to do this. Let's bring it.
He's going into patterns. Gardner's going into patterns.
I'm going into patterns. Where's that
Push.
social proof? There we go. Boom. Save.
Right, guys, we've got 15 minutes to go. So I'm just going to pause you for 2 seconds. But Nick, just let me share your screen, Nick. Just give us a quick run through of where you're at. Very quick.
So what I did is when I went to go get the plugin, I backed out and I didn't save my header. So now I have a header with nothing. So I'm a little bit farther behind than I was hoping to be.
Yeah.
But we'll put that back in a second.
Okay.
I have my hero section. I have my logos. And now I'm moving on.
Okay. You better crack on. You've got some headers to fix. Brian, how are you getting on? Can you show us your screen? As in, sorry to interrupt. But I'm going to.
Fanatics Samsung. Yep, just my problem. Oh, there we go.
Just give us a quick scroll up and down, Brian. Let's see where you got to. Oh. So you're working on the page, but hey, that's cool.
So I got header, I got hero. I'm working on the logos now, but a lot of the work was to kind of set up some of the just basic styles. So hoping to hit cruise mode here in just a second.
Cool, good stuff. All right, you got 13 minutes to go, so time's moving. Mark's come in with, wow, those patterns look interesting. Yeah, I mean, they are interesting. Go and check out Powder.
Share grid. Okay, what do we got here?
Phil John's coming and said, what about a version where you can't use your mouse? Good test for accessibility and showcasing keyboard shortcuts. That's a great idea. I love that. Brilliant.
That would take longer.
Yeah. But
we got our header back without too much pain.
Any ideas you guys have got out there about future episodes. Shoot them over. DIY Genesis. No pressure. Great work, guys. Indeed it is. 12 minutes to go. Is it helpful me shouting at the time?
It is.
Okay.
38.
So we're still on Brian's screen. Let's check back with Nick, see how he's getting on. This is him.
My header's back.
Yeah, header's back. I think it might be transparent though, right? Or is it not?
120.
Maybe it's not.
This. Oh, I know what I did.
Derek Hansen's coming with Build a Woo product. Build a Woo product page would be a great episode. That's a great idea. It's a great idea. Honestly, slash commands are game changing, says WP Engine Builders. Who is that? Do you know who that is, Brian?
Yeah, it should be Sam Brockway.
Okay. Hi, Sam. Good to see you. Kevin Geary has said, get to the cards. Get to the cards.
The cards can't be done.
Can't be done.
Well, they can be done, but they can't be clickable.
No, that's fine. But I'd like to see. I think Kevin's right. You need to get to the cards. Have a go at the cards. You got 10 minutes 53 to go. I'd like to, whatever happens, I want to see one anchor link working in that menu.
We can do that.
That would be cool. It is Sam Brockway. Hey, Sam. And then we've got some advice, maybe advice, from Web Dev and Blogging Academy. Go distraction-free mode.
But that would be different from protocol and workflow. So I will not.
Yeah. Thomas Saunders. I'm not sure what that means, Thomas.
Sophia Pro 40 pixels.
Can't do clickable. Grant's coming with can't do clickable parent in cards with block editor. Not without some work.
Appearance.
If anyone out there is using the 2024 theme, go and check out the Twintig plugin, which lets you do that. It's really cool. And other stuff as well. And it's free. Hi, Nico. Thank you for coming. First time here in Speed Builds. These are awesome. Glad to see some gamifying stuff in the WordPress scene. Yeah. Well, and if you're coming to WordCamp Europe, anyone out there, this is going to be live on stage, possibly the big stage as well. I learned yesterday on day 2. So if you are around, come in. We're now up to 114 people, and you've got 9 minutes.
Good Lord.
3 seconds.
We're doing cards.
We're doing cards. 9 minutes left to go. Say it like Arnold Schwarzenegger, get to the cards. Yeah, it's not one of my talents, his impressions, unfortunately. It's one of my big regrets in life.
Column 120. Jamie, you didn't save 2 times images, so everything's blurry, so I have to resave it like a total design snob. It's brutal. It's bad.
I just use an app to save the images. Sorry.
I know it's fine. I'm just admitting my default.
Stephen, he's losing time doing that, so I'm fine with it.
Yeah, we just. Stephen's coming with absolutely loving these builds. I think I've learned more. Let's read this again. Absolutely loving these builds. I think I've learned more from the way these guys build sites than from tutorials. That's amazing to hear. Yeah, this is just the start as well. We're learning as we go. Some people want to see longer episodes, which I understand, but we're just finding our way at the moment.
Oh, Groupon! The card opens. I can't copy the text. There we go.
This is taking longer than I wanted to. I'm almost embarrassed. This is terrible.
Always open design. Say clickable card would have to be done in additional CSS. GoCall has just joined and he says, are they editing a template directly instead of a page post? Isn't it good practice to keep the design and corporate and content separate? Ideally, yes. But, and I preach this a lot on my YouTube channel, but This is a one-pager, so it's not such a big deal because there's literally only one page of the website. Right, we've got 7 minutes, so actually you've got quite a bit of time left.
Oh my god. Not what I wanted, Brian.
So for everyone watching, we're now on Brian's screen. Now we got 111 people watching live. And if you're enjoying this and want to see more of these, please hit the like button because that would be great. It helps spread the word about what we're up to here. And we've got some big plans for what's coming up as well, which I'm not going to...
We got sticky. We got sticky.
We got sticky. Gardner's got sticky. Look at that.
Put it on the wrong template when I started. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You know, it'd be nice if you could just make a header template sticky for all templates with sticky position.
Portfolio.
If anyone from Core is on the stream, Nick Diego.
Yeah.
There's a lot of concentration going on now. The talking has stopped. Have you noticed, everyone?
I'm in total mode right now.
It's like when you're walking up a mountain and it suddenly goes quiet in the group.
Link. Portfolio. Let's see if we got smooth scroll working here, people.
So another question about themes. So Brian Gardner is using the Powder theme, available from WordPress.org. Nick Diego is using the default 2024 theme, obviously available from org as well. So they're both using block themes. But if anyone out there wants to come on that uses Bricks or Beaver Builder or Elementor or any of the other page builders, you're more than welcome. In fact, it'd be brilliant to see you on here. So just apply.
Happy with that.
Contact me and we'll put you on the show. We've got 118 watching now. So obviously people tune in for the last 5 minutes because that's where the heat really comes on.
This is
Hey, that's is that? Oh no, that's the actual site. It's me.
No, that's my site.
That's what Mike McAllister did. He tried to defraud the competition.
That's right. That's how you win.
It's one way to win.
It's one way.
Okay, we've got some.
Oh, what the heck?
Fanatics? Where's Fanatics? There it is.
It's a nice site, though, right? I think it's a nice site. Do we all agree it's a nice site?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to make heavy use of copy paste here and duplicate.
Yeah, I'm about ready to do the same thing.
4 minutes 31 to go.
Oh, that's so. I should be further along. This is terrible. I'm going to try to work some last minute Moneyball magic, though.
Yeah. You got time. It's amazing how long 4 minutes lasts.
Or how quickly the the rest of it went. I'm like, thought this would have been a slam dunk.
Yeah, it'd be great to. Grant saying Bricks, Kevin G. Yeah, it'd be great to see somebody with Bricks on here.
Okay, Kevin, sounds like you want to jump on with Brick sometime.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be fun to watch. Group, block spacing, 10.
Yeah, Derek, this is a very. I mean, it's right in their wheelhouse. Linkars, if anyone knows Linkars, that is coming on the show at some point. I didn't think it was opportune to do it today with two guys of such caliber.
I'm not sure about any of that. Okay, let's do this really quickly. Okay. Columns 3. Let's go.
Right, no pressure, but there's 3 minutes 17 left. Let's see how you're getting on. Let's switch our screens. And now with Brian Gardner on the screen. There you go. If you want to see the full screen of Brian.
Yep.
Brian, we've gone full screen. 117 people watching exactly what you're doing.
Lord.
Right? That's extraordinary. He's going padding left and right, top on.
Ugh.
Checking on Nick, and let's go full screen on Nick.
Okay.
Hey Nick, that's looking pretty good.
I don't have smooth scrolling, which is sad.
That's fine. Well, it's not, you'll be penalized, but that's fine.
Yeah. All right, so we get that.
Yikes. All right, what color is this?
Yeah, we have.
Oh, it's an SVG. What?
Lots of comments coming in. These aren't purist web builds. That's not the idea of this show. It's 30 minutes of crazy fun.
Oh, now we're
There's
using.
opportunities to do more detailed stuff, but this isn't that. That's not the format we've gone for. 2 minutes to go.
Holy cow!
2 minutes to go.
How big is this SVG? 18.
I didn't create these templates. No, this is a real site. So you want to be thinking about how to use that last minute. 1 minute 45. Brian Cord, it's always good to hear from Brian. A voice of reason in the WordPress world. Is the final challenge how quickly they can launch it on their respective hosting company platforms.
Oh, no. Brian, come on.
Oh, the full screen is good. Dive in and yeah, that's we'll do more of that next time. The full screen is good, isn't it? Yeah. But it means we can't see what the other competitor's doing, which is fine sometimes.
Oh boy.
Jessica, hi Jessica, good to see you. Looks like only half page in 30 minutes, but there are quite some details. That's like a good observation. We're still at 114 live. If you're watching and enjoying it, please, if you can hit the like button, that'd be amazing because it helps spread what these guys are doing. And it's huge pressure. Unless you've done it, you won't know the pressure they're under, but you are welcome to come on the show. Just get in touch. And if you want to appear live on stage in Turin in a month's time in front of the world at WordCamp Europe, we have a competition going on.
Is there the white goat from the bottom?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Right, you've got 10 seconds left, guys. Sorry, 10 seconds. Brian's done, I think.
I got destroyed.
You think?
Oh,
Yep.
shoot. I'm changing the wrong thing.
Right,
Shoot,
stop.
shoot, shoot.
Stop. Hands up, please. Well done, guys. I'm going to ask you how you did. I'm just going to set a poll quickly. Let's see what people thought. And you can cast your votes. Let's start it now. I started this too early last time. Well done, guys. That was amazing. You did amazing. Terrifically well. Well done. Right, so I'm going to, let's just change this. What I'd like you to do now is just each of you show us what you did and talk us through the front end, and then we'll dive into the back end and just talk a bit about how you got on. And if you're watching, you can cast your votes on pick your winner right now as well. So let's start with Nick Diego. Nick, can you just talk us through what you did? Show us the front end to start with.
All right, so this is the front end.
Yeah.
And started off with, a sticky header.
Looks great.
I don't have the shadow and the padding's a little off, but padding's off everywhere. But then I used just a normal columns here. This is, I believe, a grid for the different, or no, actually, there's a row.
Yeah, that looks good.
Where each thing's displayed. This is a fun one. This is, I believe, I did a row, and then I constrained the content width on this group. So these are grouped together.
Yeah.
And then I justified it so the image is here. And then my cards here could use some definite fine tuning. I have an extra div somewhere when I was doing it too quickly. But yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah. And then I ran out of time. And then
did you get any of this smooth scroll anchor stuff working on the menu?
I have an anchor, but it's not smooth scroll.
Yeah, that's cool. Good work. Well done. That's great. Right, let's go. Let's just reduce that. Let's have a look at Brian's, and then we'll dive into the. Right, Brian, do you want to show us yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good.
So I've got my sticky header with the shadow enabled. Everything is. My problem is I'm too pixel perfect, so I got too caught up in trying to match everything exactly. And so I do have, it's supposed to scroll down to here, but the smooth scroll going on.
Yeah.
Again, this is just a regular hero image or hero area. The logo is similar to Nick right here. I think I've got 2 columns, and then what did I use there? Yeah, so I used columns here.
Yeah.
Similar thing, and then I got hung up getting ready to do the section here, which would have been, had I been able to nail down this icon thing, it would have been easy to sort of like replicate all 6 of these things really quickly. Again, I think it speaks to the power of WordPress, because then you could have just duplicated it. I could have just breezed through that section. So again, spent too much time on the setup, and that's as far as I got. And
well, it looks great. I mean, it looks fantastic. Well done. Nick, can you just take us into the...
Sure. So this is the
We just made this
editor.
Yeah. Okay.
So I mean, what do we got here? We got some. Let me just contain these here for a second. So up here we just have a normal, for our header, just a row, pretty straightforward. For the hero section, we had columns. I think the most interesting part probably is the cards, because these cards, the way the cards are built out. So you'll see that they're columns. So there's 2 columns.
Yeah.
I have a group and a stack. I did not need a group. I only needed one of these. So this is, I was doing this too quickly. So I only needed a stack. Actually, we can just ungroup this now just to show. So we have our stack, and let me just quickly add back the border.
Yeah.
So that's how it should look like. And the way the stack works is that there's a min height set on it. So the 530 or 350.
Yeah.
And then the stack items are used space between. So the top portion is a group, and then the bottom portion is a button, and then they're separated. And then stacks are groups, which can have background images, and that's where I have there. And then I just duplicated it across, and then I ran out of time, and I was
that's great. That group's great. Brian, do you just want to take us behind the scenes of your... There we go.
Yeah, it's not pretty. Let me get it in full screen mode. I never use full screen mode. Again, I built mine using a page, set my home page to the front page sort of a thing, because that's how I generally build.
Yeah.
So we got text and image here, renamed the group because that's a feature in WordPress, which is awesome. So basically have that coming down to the logo here. I've just got a row of images, and then I've got them justified spaced out so that they go all the way out to the 1280. This is again a set of columns, and then we got down to this. And again, this would have been fun to build, this section. And actually, what I should have done is I could have cheated by doing something to the effect of this or that. I very easily could have cheated, but I didn't. I saw Phil Johnston actually ask questions. I used patterns twice in this.
Yeah.
One to build this hero section, because Powder has basically just to showcase that real quick. If you go on hero, this was the pattern that was easy to use to replicate that. And then of course the logos are also a pattern. So, but again, I got really hung up, and I think this is sort of indicative of what people do with WordPress. Sometimes they get hung up on like the actual fine details of everything. And so like I was looking at line height and things like that, which really sort of distracted me. So I think, so I should have been further along than I was.
No, you did great. So what, on reflection, what would you have done differently if you did this again, guys?
I don't know. It's tough to say because, like, I forgot you mentioned about the patterns. You're in this mode where you're like frantically trying to build everything as quickly as possible, and sometimes you just like forget obvious things that, like, if you had time to step back, you may have done differently. So I think that like implementing patterns or using patterns would have been very helpful. I don't know. I think this site, the way it's built, there's a few things that you'd probably need a custom block for. But like the site was a great choice because I think that you can build 95% of it with just core, what's in core. So yeah, I just wish I had more time.
Yeah. And Brian?
Similarly, because when I looked at it, I was like, oh, this will be a slam dunk, right? And then you get into the nitty gritty, and it's like all of a sudden it's like, oh, you forget how long certain little things take and how much more progress you can make by sort of jumping over the little things. Like I could have had the whole thing wireframed out in like 5 minutes, but I got caught up on line height of letters and making sure the hex code was perfect, which it was a fault and it showed. So
yeah, well, you did great. Thank you so much. It was brilliant. We got so many comments, people saying it was amazing learning. So thank you guys. Thank you everyone for watching. In 2 weeks' time, we're going to run another one of these, and in 2 weeks' time, we are going to have Ben Rittner, who will be using Cadence, versus Justin Tadlock, who will be using, I don't know, but I suspect he'll be using the block editor. So tune in for that. That's on Thursday. We're going to move to Thursdays for that one on the 30th of May, 7 p.m. UTC. Another big night of WordPress fun with two legends in the WordPress space. And just to repeat myself, we are also going to be at WordCamp Europe this year, live on stage. So thanks again to Nick and Brian. That was amazing. You did great stuff. Thank you guys. Thanks everyone. We'll see you all soon. Thank you for watching. Good night.